In today's video, I'm going to talk about the top 3 industries in crypto in which I am currently investing, that I'm currently accumulating investments to actually create generational wealth this bull run, to make freaking millions across this current bull cycle that, by the way, has just started and we're far from seeing the top. So let's just dive into it. But before that, I'm going to just remind you 1 second that I've created a free Telegram group. So just join. It's completely free. You're going to see some alpha. If you want to join, otherwise just fade at your own risk. That's all that I got to say. The first narrative that I'm going to talk about today, and probably the most important one, I would say, for the first phase of the bull cycle after the Bitcoin dominance comes down and altcoins start pumping a little bit, in my opinion, is going to be scaling solutions. A layer 2 sits above a layer 1. It allows the scaling of layer 1 cryptos, making these transactions faster, more cost effective, and all those good things, and also building ecosystem, building dApps, and a lot of different things, right? In this video, I want to bring you, other than just naming these industries, some of my top plays for these narratives. The first one that I'm going to say is Millionaire. Millionaire is the best scaling solution in the market for Bitcoin. And why do I think this is pivotal? Bitcoin is going to see a resurgence of volume. There's going to be a lot of increased volume right now, probably just very, very shortly, because the network is going to get congested. BRC20, ordinals tokens, then we've seen runes, one of the new trending things, right? So what do you think is going to happen? The Bitcoin network is going to get congested. The transactions are going to keep increasing. More and more people are going to trade Bitcoin. So where does Millionaire sit into all of this? Millionaire allows the development, a healthy development of the Bitcoin ecosystem with its own sidechain. They have their own mainnet that they're scaling Bitcoin with. And this enhances the security of Bitcoin. It also enhances the speed and the cost of transactions. It creates a tokenization ecosystem because Millionaire is also an RWA project, which we could talk about in another video, and also allowing the presence of decentralized applications. There's also an exchange that you can do through Bitcoin and Millionaire tokens. They have their own wallet. You can also stake Millionaire for very high rewards. A lot of different things, and people still are fading this, and it blows my mind. But there's also a layer 3 that is being built on Millionaire. ZK Thunder layer 3 technologies is absolutely mind-blowing to me. And you also want to invest into teams that are doxed, and they're also providing you with a ton of updates. So we can see here, atomic swaps, big development for the DeFi ecosystem of Millionaire, but we're seeing partnerships almost on a daily basis. You see Orify, Unirouter, OrdinalSpot. We're seeing partnerships every single day. You want to invest into projects that do these sort of things, that are very active, that answer to community questions on Telegram or Discord and all these things. And also, they partner with T-Rex20, a new project with gaming on ordinals. They're even partnering with gaming project. There's so many narratives that this project touches upon, and people are still fading that. It just blows my mind. So I'm not even sorry if you're not buying this project right now. It pumped a lot, then it had a very big correction. And if you're not willing, I always say this, if you're not willing to see your investment go from here to here, and you buy here and you sell here, then the crypto game is not for you. No disrespect. You can just invest into stock and bonds. If you're looking, for making minimal rewards and minimal risk, this is not the case. This is still a risky investment. If you look at the market cap here, it's 20 million. It's actually almost double because the coin market cap data is not actually correct. But regardless, this is a very tiny market cap for the project that this is. So don't be an emotional guy to mother says, Millionaire is a scam. No, Millionaire is not a scam. You're just a terrible investor because I'm making a lot of money and I'm gonna make millions with just this investment alone. It's also listed on very few exchanges, so you can actually see right here that the big exchange listings are missing. The tier 1 exchange listings are missing. Binance, Coinbase, Kraken. When these projects are actually listed on these exchanges, the prices ramp up a lot in terms of the announcement, and then when the exchange listing takes place, it actually takes a dip because this is a buy the rumor and sell the news concept. You're gonna hear about all these investment strategies if you're part of my private VIP group. So I would definitely invite you to check it out. I'm going to talk about it very briefly at the end of this video if you guys are interested in joining and you're sticking around till the end. Anyways, the big exchanges are missing. You want to buy before because guess what? When Millionaire goes back above $1, when it sets to new all-time highs, when it goes towards the $1 billion range, there's going to be a lot of emotional investors that are going to ask me in my live streams, Cipro, but is Millionaire a good entry right now? And I'm going to tell you, absolutely not. It was a good entry here at the time of me shooting this video. But you're fading it because you're emotional, because you want to invest into the penguin with autisms, in all these stupid memes, when you actually don't realize about the big investment opportunities that are sitting right in front of your eyes. So take ownership of your action, invest into the projects that actually make sense and they're gonna make you rich in the long term. Maybe 1 year from now, maybe 1.5 years from now, if you're watching this video, you're still super fucking early to this project. And this is why I made this thumbnail. You're so early, and I'm not going off topic. You're so freaking early when investing into this kind of projects. This is easily my top pick. I'm gonna give you my honorable mention of Neon EVM. This is a project that we bought super early. I think we bought it at like 10 cents or something, or even lower. Then it had a massive pump after the crypto.com listing, and then it dumped. So we're waiting for a new big exchange. There's a lot of rumors about Neon EVM being listed on Coinbase. So if this happens, we're probably going to see new all-time highs very, very soon. There's also some details that you should probably research about the vesting schedule, because it's not looking as good as other projects like Millionaire. But regardless, this is already listed on some good exchanges like Bybit and crypto.com. I do recommend Bybit if you're trying to buy this crypto. I'm also an affiliate, and the link down in the description will actually give you a ton of bonus at registration once you start trading. So definitely check it out with all the details. But regardless, it's not listed on Coinbase, on Kraken. So the same thing that I was discussing about Millionaire applies even here. What is Neon EVM? Neon EVM is a scaling solution for Solana, and it actually combines the blockchains of Solana and Ethereum, providing the speed of transaction, the cost of transaction of Solana using the Ethereum ecosystem with the Ethereum user base. You can see that the transaction cost of a transaction on the Neon EVM network is 0.03 cents with 2,000 plus transactions per second, 400 milliseconds of block time. This is insanely crazy numbers. The team is fully doxed, the team is fantastic, and there's a lot of community updates, and I'm super excited for the development of this project as well. Now, the second narrative that I'm going to touch today is gaming. Why gaming? Gaming, you guys probably know that other than probably gaming is probably one of the biggest industries in the world for capitalization and for revenue. Gaming, it was some of the biggest gainers of the previous bull run, and we are so freaking early. Look at this. Even if I look at the top 100 crypto, when it comes to the gaming sector, you can see right here that the market cap is decreasing a lot. Even the big dogs like Beam and Immutable X, they're losing money. Do I recommend buying these projects? I do not, because the people that have made money with these projects already did so, because you can see now that the market cap is very high. I do encourage people to do their own research and to jump into projects before they're actually pumping, before they're actually listing on the big exchange listings. That is how I'm looking to help people create generational wealth. Immutable X is probably a pick that you should invest in if you've already accumulated wealth and you want to maintain and slowly increase the wealth by keeping a minimum degree of risk. But this is why I recommend the small altcoins. And the fact that the market is very red is actually a good thing, because you want to do exactly the opposite of what the majority of people are doing. If the market is primarily red, it means that you probably need to buy. If the market is primarily green, it means that you probably should take out some profits or just let it ride the wave, if depending on the phase and depending on your research and what you're looking to get out of your investment. I'm just going to discuss two of my top picks because I have so many. So I'm just going to give you the two primarily long-term investments. One is OTK. If you're new to my channel, you probably haven't heard me talk about this, so you're in for a treat for sure. OTK is a mobile aggregator. It's only 13 million in market cap, so it's definitely still very small. It's only listed on KuCoin when it comes to centralized exchanges, so you can rest assured that you're actually super early. And it's a mobile gaming aggregator, as I said before. It's available with the App Store and the Google Play Store. There's 1 million plus downloads and 4.3 star reviews in the Google Play Store. This is actually one of the most widely played crypto games games in the entire world right now. It's absolutely mind-blowing, right? And the thing that makes me bullish is the remuneration system. If you weren't around the previous bull run, I'm just going to tell you now that the top games like Axie Infinity, the top gainers in the previous bull run were actually games that allowed people to get rewards by playing the game, because people are looking for compensations when they play these games, right? And this actually helps you get rewards with two different ways. With the OTK token by competing directly in the leaderboard, so a skill to earn method, and then you're going to be able to also get golds. These are just the loyalty points that you're going to redeem for real world prizes like, a gaming chair or a keyboard, gaming accessories, or even gift cards. It's so huge for me that people can get rewards with two different methods, and it's definitely gonna enable a lot of people to get money. And this is why I'm super bullish on this project, and it's probably my main pick. We can expect a lot of movement from the upside. We had a big correction. People were asking me to buy now when it was touching the 10 cents mark. Now it's half the price, so just consider yourself very lucky if you're finding this video, because it's a massive discount. The next pick is gonna be completely different. Half the market cap pretty much, and it's in the esports niche. Gaming is a niche of itself. Esports gaming in crypto is another niche of its own. This just looks like a giant bull flag. If you had been in my Patreon, you probably would have bought lit already here. You will already be in very good profits. We keep accumulating. I bought from this level when it was 3 cents, and I keep buying right now. I bought every single dip of this project. I have a massive bag, and I'm, full disclosure, I'm keeping it real with you guys because I don't want to deceive you. But I have a big bag for a reason, because I think that this is one of the hottest gaming projects around. Mind-blowing to me, the fact that we're able to get lit at this crazy discounts. It has good tokenomics, a fantastic team. They've also expanding the ecosystem with a new launchpad, the Helix token, which by misconception, people thought that it was rebranded, but it's not. It's just a different project. Helix is the launchpad token, and Lit is actually the ecosystem token they're going to use in the games that are developed by Lit. And they have an emphasis on esports, meaning that there's actually professional gamers that compete in tournaments, that make a living out of playing these games. Absolutely crazy. Right now, there's just one game that is called Cyber Titans. It's an auto battler. And by the way, you can already check that they've involved pro gamers to play this at events. They're going to events. They're going to every single convention. And there's also going to be a new game that is going to be focused on FPS coming later this year, hopefully. I know that it's coming very soon, but I don't know exactly when. Anyway, I think that this is a very smart decision to dive into this project, even for a small allocation. I'm not telling you, you should probably put 20% of all your portfolio into this, but a small allocation like 1 or 2%, I think is definitely very realistic for the majority of people. But of course, this is not to be taken out as financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you my thoughts, my personal opinion after I spent hours and hours of research into these projects. The last niche that I'm going to talk today is also not going to surprise a lot of people. We made so much money out of this, and we're still going to make millions out of this niche. This is AI, and the pick that I've chosen for you today is AI Tech, another project that I bought super early. If you had been in my community, you would have bought this when it was 1.5 cents and the 1st of January this year, and then it went up to a 30x up at the peak. So if you had put just $1,000, you would have made $30,000 at that stage. And I do believe that we still have at least a 20x from here, and I'm being extremely realistic, guys. There's probably going to be massive tier 1 exchanges coming very soon. It's already just listed on KuCoin, HTX, but it's coming to much bigger exchanges probably very soon. And this AI project touches very different things. So for instance, I'm going to tell you guys that it's also a deep-in project, because they built their own data center in Europe, in Bucharest, Romania. They built the biggest data center in Europe, solving a clear problem that Europe has, enabling actually a 40% saving in power consumption. They also have an AI and GPU marketplace with the artificial intelligence as a service platform. You're going to be using AI Tech as an ecosystem token. And one of the main things is also that they have their own launchpad, the Solidus AI Tech launchpad. It allows you to participate to private sales, because people think that they make money through public sales, but that is absolute BS. If you participate to a public sale, you're just pumping the bags of the private sale, the seed sale, the strategic sales. But Solidus solves that. It allows you to get in before even the people that pump the price before the public, which is actually mind-blowing. You can actually get decent allocations. You just have to stake your AI Tech tokens. And by the way, you can actually stake it and get decent rewards when it comes to yearly remuneration. So I would definitely encourage you guys to stake it. I have some of my AI tech staked myself, and I definitely encourage people to do that. And also, one of the only projects in AI in the space that has a fully disclosed team. The strategic advisor is actually the CEO of ChangeGPT, another very big player in the AI space. So it's absolutely huge to me. Even the partners that they have, it's just crazy to me. I don't even have to spend a second of my time talking about this. But the moral of the story is that we are super early. And people, after I made the 30x on AI tech, they were asking me at the top, is this a good moment to buy AI tech? And I said, absolutely not. It was a good moment when I sent the buy alert, and this is why you should be in my VIP group. But I said, it's going to dump and correct another 30, 40, 50%. And guess what? We've had the 50% correction. So now I'm telling you, I do believe, without financial advice, that this is a good entry for AI tech. And I wouldn't hesitate to accumulate more if I had missed the initial pumps, because in my opinion, it's just an untapped opportunity for making generational wealth with a project that is not as risky as 1 million market cap projects that are very degen. What's the market cap of AI tech now? 100 million. So we're actually in the mid-cap territory still, even after the big correction that it has had. So it's pretty much a no-brainer that is going to be in the billions on market cap. The choice is yours. If you want to stay broke and just invest into the big market cap projects that, you know, this big influencer push you to become their exit liquidity, or if you want to make money and invest into projects that just make sense, like this one. You stuck around until now. I appreciate you. And I actually have an extra pick for you. A bonus sector, which is RWA, real world asset. What does RWA do? Is the tokenization of real world asset. It could be anything from this table right here in which I have my computer, or it could be a house, real estate, or even financial products like stocks. Anything can be tokenized and put in the blockchain. One of my secret Patreon picks is actually in the RWA niche. And at some point we were even up 8x. Now it has corrected a bit, so it's your chance to join my group now and actually discover what this pick is before I disclose it to YouTube and before it actually pumps exponentially, because you can definitely expect that when I start talking about it, because nobody has mentioned this pick. So to this point, I'm gonna of course remind you guys to join my private group. The link is the first down in the description. You're gonna get all these benefits like buy and sell alerts, private live streams, portfolio reviews, a bunch of exclusive content, TA, and daily support and daily contact with me. Prices are actually going to be increased very soon, so I wouldn't hesitate to join now if you want to lock in this price, or if you want to become a lifetime member and don't worry about price increases ever again. You might have a once in a lifetime opportunity to create generational wealth, to experience this crazy super cycle. Maybe it's going to be the biggest bull cycle of our lifetime. We don't know that, but it could as well be, so you don't want to mess it up. Join now and join me in this quest towards financial freedom. I hope to see you there and help you out with your crypto investing journey soon, and until then, take care for now.